All right. All right, so boom, it's your boy Tiny. All right. This is a Ravens fan. I ain't going to call it exclusive, but I got something to say. I do care, but I don't care that we lose games. It's the way that we're losing the games that I have a problem with. It's a way that I have the way we losing them. That's where I have the problem. That's where I draw the line. Because I'm watching the players on the field. I'm watching the players on the sidelines during these games. And this is after 4 weeks. And I'm noticing a lot of tendencies. And the tendencies all say to me, it's scripted. This is NFL league-wide, but mainly with the Ravens. Scripted. Hear me out. Hear me out. I ain't never want to be them people to say, oh, it's fixed and this is this. But the fix is in. Everybody knows. Everybody can see it. You got teams, and not just the Ravens, but you got teams around the league, 4th and 1, 4th and goal, 4th and goal to go. It's like, you not giving it to your star running back? That's coaching. That's play calling. The Ravens are particularly bad at it. But it's scripted. Last week against the Lions, after the first drive, the players were already dejected. Like they knew they were going to lose. So now you're showing dissension in the ranks when it comes to choice of play call versus what the players feel should be played. Okay? Yes, our defense sucks. Our defense sucked for 10 games last season. Go out on a hot streak, and then we can't replicate that with nothing but enhancements to the defense. We only lost Michael Pierce. Only, and that's to retirement. We go out extremely healthy. I don't count Stevens and all them because they wasn't doing shit no way. But fast forward to this season with Jair Alexander and Awuzie, with the addition of Mike Green, Teddy Buchanan, Malachi Starks, you would think, and this is why everybody say, oh man, they got the most high power roster, blah, blah. On paper, we do. On paper, we do. Until Isaiah Likely gets his foot broken, gets stepped on by his own player during camp. Until Pat Ricard has a soft tissue calf injury, and all of a sudden, boom, it's fucked. For anybody in a press conference to say that he is not a valued asset, Pat Ricard that is, a valued asset to how we do things, it's fucking asinine. It's dumb. It's dumb. Derrick Henry, King Henry, ain't broke 100 yards since week 1, and that was on some major rushing attack type shit. And we still lost that game. Put up 40 points and you still lose. It's crazy. Defense is trash. But specifically talking about the run game, you need Pat Ricard. Pat Ricard is a versatile player who's listed as a fullback / running back, but also could be listed as a tight end or a tackle or a guard. Derrick Henry doesn't fumble with Aiden Hutchinson coming from around the backside if you got Pat Ricard in the game, pulling off, swinging over, and picking up that block. You just don't. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. He pulls off, picks up that block on Aiden Hutchinson while you still got Ronnie Stanley, who is now injured, but you still got Ronnie Stanley and fuck off. You still can be successful. But Pat Ricard is another big body. No shade to Mitchell Payton Mitchell, whatever his name is, the tight end who's filling in that role. No shade to him, but he ain't Pat Ricard, size-wise. Size-wise, is a given. He's not Pat Ricard. This motherfucker's not coming out the backfield catching passes like a Pat Ricard could. This motherfucker's not able to run no route. I mean, I don't know because we don't see it. This is 100%. I've never been one of those people since the Super Bowl, never been one of them people where I would call for a coach to be fired or reprimanded or cycled out or whatever. But this is the first time where I feel like we have the talent and the on paper depth at every position before injuries. At every position to get it done. Now, this is the first time in many years where we've had an early bye week. This is going back to it's scripted. We got an early bye week. We got all these injuries. Got Pat Ricard ain't played a snap. So he's out. Jair Alexander played one game. Out. I really feel like the Ravens are throwing these 6 games on purpose. Not all of them. I mean, it's the Browns. They got a stout defense. Yes. Number 1 in the league last season against the rush for a good portion of the season. But we still destroyed them motherfuckers. But we shouldn't be happy about beating up on lesser teams. We should not, like, Joe Flacco should have thrown 2-3 picks against us. Or he should have thrown to us 2-3 picks. But I really feel like they're throwing them. Because now coming up, yes, we've had one of the worst schedules, toughest schedules through the first 6 weeks planned. We going against 5 out of 6 playoff teams from last season. But you can't lose to the Bills and you can't lose to the Chiefs. This is important to conference seeding at the end of the season. Unless we somehow destroy every other AFC opponent, we still going to be scratching and sniffing for a wild card spot because of that bullshit. I understand it's a gauntlet. I understand them first 6 weeks. But now you're looking at a Lamar Jackson, Marlon Humphrey, Ronnie Stanley, Roquan Smith. You're looking at all of these injuries from this game, where you like, damn. Now, do we have the depth? I don't trust Trenton Simpson or anybody else to be a placeholder for Roquan Smith, even though this motherfucker been a step behind for 2 seasons straight now. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Fuck his help. Fuck all that bullshit about, but that motherfucker sitting flat-footed at every play, every snap. And like he like to say, first snap to the last snap. That motherfucker is flat-footed. He's not see ball, get ball. He's not aggressive, crashing the line. He's doing what he's told to do, which leads me to believe that the defensive coordinator, second year, like he don't trust. Nobody trusts the secondary because we don't want to let nothing go over our head because folks was putting up 400 plus yards on us last season. Cool. But you got a Teddy Buchanan and a Mike Green and a Van Noy before his injury. You got these assets to crash the ball. But yet we sending people like a Mike Green, like a Teddy Buchanan into coverage. It's crazy to me that we're not using these people to the best of their ability. They are throwing some of these games. I don't care what nobody thinks. They're throwing these games, bro. Yes, you lose to the Lions. Cool. Was that an NFC opponent? It hurts the record, but it don't really affect the seeding as much as a Chiefs or a Bills game does. Divisionally, yes, we beat the Browns. Cool. But we still tied with the goddamn Browns for 3rd and 4th place in the division. You got the Steelers winning internationally, and who knows what the Bengals are going to do tonight, but with Joe Burrow out, I don't trust them for shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Fuck a Browning. I don't trust them for shit. That motherfucker's not getting T. Higgins and Jamar Chase the ball. And because I'm only recording these at 10 minutes a pop, I'm going to keep going. These motherfuckers are throwing these games. 5 out of the 6 of the first 6 games was playoff opponents. Was playoff teams last year. And we beat the one team that we were supposed to beat. The Browns. Every other game was 50-50. The first week, we lost that. That was poor coaching, poor clock management. Fumble turns the tide of that game. You know what I mean? Like, it stresses me out because I'm watching. I really do feel like the coaching staff has lost the players because the players know what they need to do. The players know what they want to do, but the players are not being put in a position to succeed. Lamar Jackson should be running for his life, but instead he's spending all his time in the pocket. He's pissed off on the sidelines because he ain't got enough time to cook. Now with Likely back, we still don't have Pat Ricard back. He still don't have enough time. We run a 3 tight end set or a 3 tight end, whatever the fuck, with Pat Ricard. Lamar has all the time in the world to decide if he wants to run for 40 yards or if he wants to throw something deep for 60. It doesn't matter if we have all these people healthy. But with the people we have in place, they're being too conservative with their play calling in the first 6 weeks. Then we're going to come up on the bye and we're going to expect to have to fire on all cylinders. Like, come on, bro. We lose to the Texans, our season's fucked. I don't trust them to beat the Texans. I don't trust them to beat nobody. And they are really, really fucking with my fandom. How can you, and this is just me, but I'm pretty sure I speak for all Ravens fans when I say this. How can you support a team that on paper should win out? On paper should be undefeated. Yes, on paper. But the game is played on the grass, on the field. I get it. I get it. And I'm really trying to find all the silver linings, all the positive aspects of it. I'm trying to see all of that. And I just do not have faith in our team. I ain't going to jump ship. I ain't going to burn my jerseys. I ain't on that type time. I ain't calling for nobody's job yet. But I did see the press conference that John Harbaugh had this morning for about 20 minutes where he pretty much said it's on the coaching staff. It ain't the players. In so many words. Yeah, he actually said it. That's on us. That's on us. We're not putting our players in a position to be successful. Yes, it is your fault. You don't need to be fired because of it, but you definitely are the problem. Now, we may or may not have to deal with Cooper Rush. And I'm going to be honest with you. Lamar goes out. Lamar sat out that game. I don't care what nobody say. Lamar took himself out that game. The play in which his right hamstring, the back of his leg, that play, the defensive player led with his forearm into Lamar's quad. And all of a sudden his hamstring hurt and he out the game with his hat on backwards. Sir, you took yourself out that game. But we was already down 20 whatever the fuck points. Fuck it, throw Cooper Rush in. I'm going to rest up my hammy and rest up for next week. It's a relatively short week. We played on Monday night. Got to play on Sunday. So what? It's one fucking day. There was a time back in the day where they was running 2-a-days. These motherfuckers is I'm hurt. I'm going to take myself out the game. Had Derrick Henry sitting on the sideline with his helmet off, just like the motherfucker knew that we was going to lose the game, so he checked out mentally. They coached him up. He coached himself up. Ain't fumbled shit. 3, 4, 8, 9, 10 points of contact on the fucking ball. Cool. He did what he was supposed to do. But they ain't put him in a position to do what he's supposed to do. Speaking of which, everybody knows. I posted it on Facebook, but everybody knows it. The reporters asked John Harbaugh about it, about telegraphing what we finna do. Everybody around the league knows it. Derrick Henry in, we running the ball. There's an extremely low percentage of Derrick Henry being in and him catching a pass. Derrick Henry picked up a lot of rushes, protected Lamar at least 1.25 seconds. But everybody knows it. If he's in, we're running. If Justice is in, we passing. Justice Hill runs a passing running garbage time play, scores a touchdown. So it's too fucking late. Take the 1 point. We not onside kicking. We not going for 2. But it's dumb. It's so fucking stupid. And of all the things that we could have done better, it's play calling. You don't get down to the goal line and have 3-4 attempts and don't score. Fuck a touch. We got our tight ends in. So why we didn't run a tush push with Mark Andrews like we would normally do, with Mark Andrews taking a snap and Pat Ricard or Mitchell Payton and Derrick Henry pushing that big motherfucker over the line? No, we don't have Pat Ricard. But Mark Andrews is already a big body. And if you got Derrick Henry pushing that motherfucker, we score. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. We score right there. But instead, we want to do bullshit, trickery, and all kinds of other shit like we did last game. We want to just bullshit around. You got Lamar fumbling. Like, come on, yo. What are we doing at the 1 yard line? At the inches and goal? Play calling. You're playing too conservative. You're playing nervous. You're playing scared. They need to get back to running two-a-days, because we wouldn't have all these injuries if their bodies were prepared enough for that type of 60 minutes of smash mouth football. You got people trying to do two-a-days by coming in, doing their early workouts, then working out with the team, and then running plays and running routes and do whatever they got to do after practice is over. That's players taking the initiative. Coaches need to call that shit and demand that this is mandatory for everyone. Tyler Loop looked good-ish. He a rookie, so I give him some grace, but he banged all his field goals, extra points. Stout, these people look good, but it's certain things in the defense I'm noticing they are not playing with reckless abandon. They are not playing with all the hype and fanfare of a Ravens defense. It's fucking bullshit. And I sat there and I made sure, I'm gonna get it all out now because I don't want to go to work and be pissed off with somebody talking to me about it. But we made sure. I'm going to make sure that I watch every single snap down to the clock hitting 000s so I can sit there and point out as much things as I can remember. I wanted to make this shit last night, but I ain't making it. I was fed up. But come on. What B. Titty say? Give it a break. Nigga, they gambling, bro. That's what they say. That's what he say. And that's what they doing, bro. I had a future on one of my bets. Ravens to win the division, Ravens to win the conference, Ravens to win the Super Bowl. I'm about to cancel that bet and use that money to bet on something else. Because I don't trust them. I don't trust them. And we're going to come out the bye and we would have to win out. I got to look at the schedule again, but we would have to win out. And our schedule does get a little bit easier. We got Bengals twice, Steelers twice, Browns one more time for the division. Then we got, a bunch of conference teams, but, bro, we're not ready. And if we bring that bullshit to the Packers game, Packers look good. Packers look good. Good enough. But we need everybody healthy. We was healthy as shit last season and blew it because of play calling. Blew it because of execution or lack thereof. Dumb. It's just dumb. They throwing these games. After the first, every time I did a thing. I did a study. I ain't posted yet. But every time Lamar Jackson hair not done, they lose. Dumb statistic, I know. But even with his hair braided, they lose, and this motherfucker take himself out the game. Suspicious. Much? It's suspicious. It's all suspicious to me. Like I knew something was gonna go wrong. This is gonna go over 10 minutes. I knew something was gonna go wrong this season that would make me feel like I need to stop supporting them. On every single Purple Friday that I wear a jersey to work, they lose. I thought it was an anomaly last season. Tried it out this season. It's facts. Wore my jersey to work, lose. Wear my Ravens just a regular t-shirt, they beat the Browns. They should have beat the Browns. It's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. I think they gambling. I think it's fixed. The first 7 weeks, it's fixed. You expect me to believe that all these motherfuckers gonna be healthy all of a sudden out the bye? No. All of a sudden Lamar's gonna be back to play against the Texans? No. And even if he does, he's not gonna be 100%. He's not gonna run. It's like he's scared to fucking run. Why did it take 10 weeks last season for his mother to tell him, yo, run the fucking ball, and we have a stellar last 7 weeks? We're not going to have a stellar 10 fucking weeks in a row. Last season, it was Justin Tucker missing all them fucking field goals against opponents we should have beat, losing by the exact amount of points that he missed in either field goals or extra points. This year, I ain't worried about Luke. I think that motherfucker can hit from 70. I'm not worried about Luke. I'm not worried about Stout. I ain't worried about the snapper. Not worried about the snapper, the holder, or Luke. I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about the defense containing a fucking team who's telegraphing the fact that we can run on you and you're not going to stop it. You know it's coming and you can't stop it. The Lions game was a bunch of body blows. We compared to boxing, nothing but boom, 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 left, right, hit, hit, hit. Nothing but body blows. And we got exposed. David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, Sonic Knuckles, straight to the gut. And they couldn't do shit about it. One more week of Brent Urban, and it looked better. It looked better against a questionable Russian offense against the Chiefs. But Pacheco and Hunt still was gouging us for a couple yards in there. 5, 6. No pressure on Pat Mahomes. Like, you got... Don't even get... Like, I would say don't get me started, but I'm going to say it. Marlon Humphreys, you trash. Marlon Humphrey is this season's Brandon Stevens. Don't get me wrong. When Gibbs or Montgomery, whichever one it was last week, broke out for the run, this nigga was the fastest motherfucker on the field to catch him to save that touchdown. And they still fucking scored on that drive. That was like a 72-yard rush. And he still caught up to him. But now all of a sudden you can't put him on, like, you can't catch him to Worthy. So you put Nate Wiggins on Worthy. Now this motherfucker hits. And he hurt. Now Nate Wiggins hurt. Wiggins has the speed to cover somebody like Worthy. But you put Marlon Humphrey on him. You made the adjustment and we still got beat the fuck up. It's a joke. We looking at matchups. Then you got Jair Alexander on the sideline wearing his yellow shades for fucking what? I just don't understand, bro. You signed a contract between you and the Ravens that said that if you want that $6 million, you got to play a certain percentage of games. You play one game, miss the other ones, and then all of a sudden, he's playing for $4 million. He don't give a fuck. They trying to manage his injury properly. Come on, son. He was a healthy scratch. Keaton Mitchell, a healthy scratch. We should be running the Sonic and Knuckles game plan with Derrick Henry and fucking Keaton Mitchell. But Keaton Mitchell, healthy scratch. We put Ali in with Justice Hill. We have success. We need to show teams different shit. We putting on tape all of our weaknesses and you letting the shit happen. Now, I'm really trying to silver line this thing. If you put on tape through weeks 1 through 6, 1 through 7, all of our weaknesses, and we just put them all out there. And we make the adjustment. We get Pat Ricard back. We have Keaton Mitchell actually suit the fuck up. We will be unstoppable on offense, and it won't matter what the defense do because we're going to be putting up 70 on people. But we putting people in danger. Danger. I really like the fact that Zay Flowers is catching the ball the way he's catching the ball in some get up and get it type situations. But at the same time, he's being put in situations across the middle where a lesser agile player would get rocked. Lamar is spending too much time in behind the pocket waiting for shit to evolve, and he ain't just taking off. But the whole pace of the offense changed. The sense of urgency of the offense changed as soon as Cooper Rush got in. Cooper Rush is a true passer. But he ran for a first down. You feel me? It just doesn't make sense to me. What we're doing, it's like it's scripted to the point where I'm seeing it. I'm watching every single down, every single snap. Offense and defense and special teams. And these motherfuckers are not it. I'm sorry, Kyle Hamilton, you're the guy. It seemed like you and Nate Wiggins was the only ones trying. But Marlon Humphrey, not saying you gotta go, but like I told you on Twitter, bro, don't even record shit. Focus on getting your body back together. Because you're getting cooked by everybody. And they know it. They targeting you. Yeah, Xavier Worthy back his first week. Okay. You know, we weren't prepared for that. Whatever. But you should be. The motherfucker fast as fuck, boy. And you sitting there slow as shit finna record a potty, nigga. Cut your hair, bro. And here's another one. Here's another stat. Here's another stat that I created just now. Every time we was successful defensively in the secondary, Marlon Humphrey, I'm talking to you. Every time your hair was short, my guy. Now, whatever the fuck that is on top of your head, cut that shit off and play like you got some fucking sense. Fuck out of here, podcast. Nigga, if you don't cut it the fuck out, cut your hair and focus on the bigger picture here. We trying to win a fucking ring, and you out here recording podcasts when we have a bad fucking game. You getting cooked, bro, on the internet and on the field. Cooked, bro. Absolutely fricasseed, bro. Cooked. Absolutely cooked, bro. In so many ways. Alright, now this is part 3, and I think I'm going to be done after this. You got John Harbaugh, Zach Orr, Todd Monken, Super Bowl winning coach, if not Super Bowl winning, definitely a great coach. And Zach Orr's under guy, what's his name? Pagano. You got all this talent on the coaching staff, and you motherfuckers can't sit in the same room and figure out how to beat every single team. I really feel like weeks 1 through 7 is a tape building stretch where, yes, we're going to go ahead and put on tape some bullshit, and we're going to come together and get it right. Meanwhile, other teams are putting on tape some bullshit, and we can exploit it. It shouldn't come down to that. It shouldn't come down to desperation throws down the field where we putting the ball in harm's way. It took until week 4 for Lamar Jackson to throw his first interception, where he could have went no picks all season. He shouldn't have thrown that ball. He should have threw it away, fuck a sack, fuck a down, threw it away, punted it away. Fuck it. Mark Andrews 2 weeks in a row was making some alright catches. So I get it. Trust your guy. But in that situation, he was beat from the break. and you still tossed it up to him. Throw that shit away, punt it away, and make your defense earn their fucking paycheck. Trenton Simpson, gotta go. Speaking of motherfuckers that gotta go, Oweh, you on the chopping block. Ojabo, you on the chopping block. We need to get some offensive tackles in there, offensive guards. We need some more depth in the motherfucking defensive line in the trenches, because who knows when Van Noy gonna come back? Who knows when Ronnie Stanley gonna come back on the offense? Who knows when these people gonna come back with these soft tissue injuries? We need Eric DeCosta, get rid of some motherfucking assets. Fuck picks, fuck the draft. We trying to win now. Steve Bisciotti said it before the season started. I want to win now. Eric DeCosta, get the fuck to work. We got motherfuckers on other teams, defenses, smacking the shit out people to protect their quarterback. Got people on defense smacking the shit out of people to get to the quarterback. Got people on offense smacking the shit out of motherfuckers, put them in the dirt just to protect their quarterback. But what we doing? Shit. 31st and 32nd in points allowed, rushes allowed, whatever the fuck the stat is. I don't even fucking know no more. But we trash. And these videos are my coping mechanism. We trash. We trash. We getting absolutely cooked. And even Cam Ward for the Titans said it on his post game. Yo, keep it a buck. We shit, yo. We trash. Yes, y'all are. But we better than that. But we ain't playing like it. The coaching staff need to be reevaluated. Move Pagano up to defensive coordinator. Have him down on the sidelines. No, we need something else to galvanize our team to start winning some real fucking games, especially games we need. Division, conference games. Fuck the NFC. Fuck the NFC. Fuck Lamar Jackson's record against the NFC. Fuck that shit. We need to win these conference games or we're cooked. We're going to end up seeing the Steelers probably in the playoffs, and we're going to be a one and done first round out. This might be their time to go to the conference drink. Because we about to get cooked. Steelers are playing with so much comfort and confidence. And I know I'm not supposed to be... I'm watching their games. I'm watching their games to see what we up against. And they're not prepared for the future. I really feel like the Lions game was a look-ahead spot for the Ravens to look at the Chiefs game. But we get to the Chiefs game. You know, it's crazy. We scored that first touchdown, and I was like, yay. So what? Held them to 3? So what? Held them to another 3? So what? We lose the game like we lose it? I told you. I can't get hype about it until we start winning some shit that we should be winning. Definitively winning. Lions, they had a plan. They had a plan. They executed that plan. But the Chiefs have been shit all season, the last 2 seasons. And they still make it to the Super Bowl, lose, and then start with a 0-2 record. Then go to 1-2 because they beat a team they should have beat. And it's like, oh, no, they ran out of their black magic and we should have beat them. Now I got to listen to all these commentators. Oh, it's over for the Ravens, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you right. You're right. I can't even defend it anymore. I can't defend the choices being made. It's to the point now where Lamar Jackson might just have to wave off John Harbaugh and execute. Get on the fucking field and execute. You see some shit, you got to play in mind. You got to play they call. Cool, we'll start with that. Soon as that motherfucker don't work, do what you got to do to win every single down, to win every single game. And if shit don't work out, take the 3 points and put your defense on the hot seat. Cool. Because them motherfuckers need to earn their paycheck too. Fuck out of here. Why are we not telling Teddy Buchanan and Mike Green to get the fucking ball? Get the fucking quarterback. Yeah, I know it's rules in place to protect the player, blah, blah, blah. But why are we not hitting the fuck out these people? Play dirty. And if you get caught, cool. We'll take the 5 to 15 yards. Don't get caught next time. But fuck these motherfuckers up. I've had it with these motherfuckers throwing these games. A part of me do feel like Vegas made the call. These teams should be winning. Chargers against the Giants should be winning. Next thing you know, somebody who is not known for throwing picks throws 2 picks in a game. 2+ picks in a game. Justin Herbert, come on, get the fuck out of here, yo. It's a hardball, Roman-led offense. They should have destroyed the Giants. But it was Jackson Dart's coming out party. Of course they had to give him his first win, first start. First time the Giants beat the Chargers in years, or whatever the fuck the stat was. Should have won that game. Packers should have decisively won that game. Jordan Love was cooking their secondary. Defense was getting after it. Even with Micah Parsons in there. They throwing these fucking games. Atai is going to fuck up their seeding going forward, but that don't have nothing to do with us. We still not winning games. One and 3. If we come out this motherfucker 2-4, we cooked. We come out this six game gauntlet 2-4, we cooked. Best case scenario, we win these next 2 games, go into the bye at 500, and we come out firing on all cylinders. Best case scenario. But I don't even see that happening. I see 2-4. I see 2-4. If we go into the motherfucker bye 2-4, we would have to win out to decisively say we cooked the division. We got the division title. On to the next. 10 straight weeks is not happening, bro. Vegas is up to no good. Weeks 1 and 2, and this is from a gambling standpoint. Weeks 1 and 2, cashed out. Because why? Teams and their tendencies played the way they were supposed to play. Chargers played the way they were supposed to play. Eagles played the way they were supposed to play. There have been more defensive and special teams game-defining plays being made this season than I've ever seen in my entire life of watching NFL. Block punts, block kicks, return for touchdowns. We had one last night at the Packers game. A block 2-point conversion or a block, whatever the fuck it was, they run it back for 2 points. This is the most I've seen from defense and special teams. Come on, you could put money on a team with a stout defense scoring a touchdown. And win. And win. 5 times out of 7, you're going to win. Fucking ridiculous. But what do we do? Jake Hummel, you need to move from just special teams. You need to be next to Roquan. You need to be somewhere on the active defensive snaps count. Because what do we have you for? Ain't no choice now. If Roquan hurt, ain't no choice. We got to elevate all these niggas and go get more people. But for the deadline, we let Jadeveon Clowney go to the Cowboys. He had so much success with us that season. Ridiculous. With Van Noy, come on. Ridiculous. Now, ain't nobody out there worth a damn. But we still need bodies. We need to go get people. We need to go get people on the offensive and defensive line because our guards are trash. Fa'alele, Ambrose, and Voorhees, trash. Trash. They let Lamar get beat the fuck up against the Lions. Trash. Finally, I seen Fa'alele putting his hands on somebody last night or yesterday, and I'm like, that's what you're supposed to be doing, but you're not protecting the quarterback. You're not. These penalties must stop. Lamar having these drives and then he's automatically dejected like, yo, what are we doing? It's because he's fighting for his fucking life back there. He's struggling because he don't have no protection. Y'all see it. I see it. Fucking coaches see it. But what are they doing about it? Nothing. Make the call, EDC. You need to be calling all 31 other teams. What you giving up? What you giving up, EDC? Because you need to go get these motherfuckers. Fuck that. We need to win now. We need depth now. Give up some picks. Fuck them comp picks. We need picks now. I don't want to win next season. I don't want to, we'll get them next time. I don't want a next man up mentality. I want to win fucking now. And that shit that Kyle Hamilton said about us being spoiled, no, it's not that we being spoiled as Ravens fans. Yes, we are. But no, we not being spoiled. You motherfuckers need to execute. Everybody has the talent and the contract that says they're supposed to have the talent to execute at the highest level of the sport, and you guys are trash. Kyle Hamilton ain't made a play worth looking at all season, and this motherfucker just signed the extension. He deserves it, but at the same time, earn your fucking paycheck, my guy. The fuck? Nandi Madubuike being out, EDC, you gotta go get people. Nandi's out the rest of the season. He's out. He's done. He's done. You might as well look at it like that. I don't give a fuck what the doctor's talking about. He's done. Because you don't play with no neck shit. That's why Zach Orr is a coach now and wasn't a player for the rest of his career. Because of his neck. So Nandi, done. Urban, you need to step up. Now we need some other big bodies. We should have got Calais Campbell when we had the opportunity. We should have got Jadeveon Clowney when we had the opportunity. We need motherfuckers that we know are going after the quarterback. We sitting there. We have faith in our guys. We have faith in our guys. Your young guys that stepped up. I don't. As a Ravens fan, I do want to check out. I don't even want to watch the Texans game because I don't have faith in y'all. I'm checked the fuck out. I have no faith in y'all. Once y'all get above 500, then I might be like, I ain't to the point of putting no bag over my head, but I am. Because on paper we have on paper the best team in the league, at least the best team in the AFC. Because again, the Lions look good. We made them look even better, but the Lions look good. The Packers look good. The Eagles look good and are still undefeated. I don't understand. Like there's the Super Bowl champs. They still look good. They're sticking to a game plan. If you're running back, your number one in the league running back is still only rushing for 60 yards and y'all win, that's a plus. But we got our running back running for 13 rushes for 50 yards and we losing. Mark Andrews steps up. He has 2 alright games. We losing. Bate, we losing. Zay, we losing. Both of them. Now that Isaiah Likely's back. We losing. Still. I ain't even watched the tape. I'm going to watch some tape. I'm going to watch some all 22. And I'm going to look at it so I can call more of you motherfuckers out. But y'all better not be fixing these games, bro. Y'all better not be fixing these games, dog. That's all I got. I love y'all, but I hate y'all at the same time. Y'all be fucking, you give me heart palpitations. I can't even say this shit. Heart palpitations. Every fucking week I gotta worry about if I'm going to cardiac arrest because you motherfuckers are stressing me the fuck out. Not this week. I knew y'all was gonna blow it. Because all signs pointed to y'all fucking blowing it. I got the people that I follow and watch Ravens content on, even they was rooting against you because y'all are going to blow it. In matchups, y'all should win, y'all blow it. Trash 1-3. 1-3. We beat the Titans? Cool. The Texans, I'm saying, did we beat the Texans? Cool. It helps us in the long run, but it's a win in the win column. Cool. I don't even know who we got after that, but I know it's on the road. I see 2-4. I hate y'all, but I love y'all at the same time. I'm still keep rooting for them. I'm trying to watch the games, but that shit made my stomach hurt. Made my head hurt. Made my heart hurt. You motherfuckers are trash. I'm not finna wait 10 weeks for y'all to get it together. Now, we don't have that type of time. These conference matchups matter. Fucking trash.